We showing within a year, we're getting houses, buying cars, feeding numerous family members, starting businesses. Should I continue? Damn!
I've been working very hard lately, and I just got tired of making videos. I decided I was gonna take the day off and enjoy OnlyFans. I was gonna enjoy a whole day of self-clapalization until I got this notification. I opened the message and I was like, what is this? Then I saw exactly what it was. Somebody had shared a link from Tariq Nasheed, and Tariq Nasheed had posted this about somebody. A Nigerian immigrant who fled to the US said foundational Black Americans should be grateful that Nigerians come here and liberate our mindsets to start businesses. And he said Nigerians are the evolution of Black Americans. Notice that hairline, by the way. Yeah, I always kind of wondered what's going on with that Ovaltine hairline that some of you brothers on the continent be having when y'all get to the States. Y'all don't know about tapers and edge ups?
Damn!
Anyways, I decided to press play.
Honestly, I'm sick and tired of hearing a lot of people saying things about Black people this, Africa this, and that. Let's get some facts straight. If you hate Africa so much, that's fine. Don't try to find out where your ancestors are from. It's okay, you're born here, accept that. We accept that too. But we never force our narratives on you that are over here or people who claim to be born over here. That's fine. But you guys find it so okay and normal to talk nonsense and say stupid things about Africans or the people that migrated from Africa to the United States like it's the end of the world for them. Listen, let me tell you something you don't understand. Just because we come over here to adventure into things does not make us less of who we are. You should be actually grateful for the fact that Africans come over to the United States or to the other countries to help liberate you guys from the things you don't even know. Okay? It's just like in the Bible, like when God told Adam and Eve not to eat the forbidden fruit. I'll put it this way. We are the forbidden fruit. There's a lot of things you guys didn't know existed until we started coming here. If we didn't come here, some of you wouldn't even have that mindset to be trying to endeavor in different type of businesses. I'm not saying you guys haven't been doing that for a while, but at the same time, we are the evolution of you.
Now, he says something that was very interesting. First, basically, Black Americans are being liberated because Africans are coming over to Americans. It makes us start new businesses. Huh? And then he also said that Nigerians are the evolutions of Black Americans. Now, that was something that I thought was pretty interesting. And you know me, I was eager. I had to press play again.
Not the other way around. Because the whiteys are over there still playing that card on your head all the time. But guess what? We're showing within a year, we're getting houses, buying cars, feeding numerous family members, starting businesses. Should I continue? There's a lot of African businesses out there that employ Black Americans. Regardless of their backgrounds, they still give them jobs. But some of you are over here easily bashing people that you don't even know about. Some of you find it easy to say, oh, you African booty scratcher, you this, you that. What about you if we have to choose to call you a certain name? You'll be so depressed easily. We don't get depressed. We don't. We just see things, find a way to move on from it. And that's why we believe we are mentally strong. We don't play on all this emotional stuff like every other.
So then he says, in the second part of this, we are the evolution of you. In other words, we are who you are supposed to be because we come over here and we get jobs and we get houses and we don't really care if you call us names. That's what he said. And then you had somebody that came to his TikTok and asked him why did he flee his country. And the young man says this.
Someone asked me why I left my country to the United States. Personally, I'm here to enjoy life.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, it's not your business.
Didn't I just ask you to shut the fuck up?
Now, the comments for this were pretty interesting. Some people agree with him. What's wrong with that? Why can't people learn from each other? A person also says, I know some Nigerians handling their business. I can't hate on them. Then you have this other person says, he might be speaking truth. I mean, you do sell Ogun juice. Last I checked, Ogun is a Yoruba West African deity, and Nigeria and the Yoruba are located in West Africa. Just saying. Yeah, Tariq Nasheed indeed does sell Ogun juice, or at least at a point he did sell it. Another person says he fled his home country, lives off the progress made by Black Americans, then has the nerve to say Nigerians are the evolution of us. No, you want our place in this country, but you can't have it. I urge you to take your so-called evolution back home. Make Nigeria great again. Another person says, this Nigerian, you know what, is a clown. You're done behind ain't liberated ish. Tribal beefs are popping off right now in this homeland. FBA's fought and won to get all the rights he gets to come over here and benefit from. Nothing they doing ain't some ish we ain't already done, but without the scamming. Got him! Now, this is very interesting because if you guys didn't know, the president of Nigeria, or former president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, just died like yesterday or 2 days ago on July 13, 2025. Now, it's typical when an African president dies or any president dies, good or bad, people will, talk typically respectfully about him. But not if you're Muhammadu Buhari. Why is that? Even in his death, he hasn't even been dead 48 hours. And economists are already saying this.
First slump of recession, I think that was around 2016. 2016-ish. Was because he came in 2015 for 6 months. He didn't even have minister. He had no directions.
That's true.
That was what caused the recession. It was a do-it-yourself recession. So there was no way to be able to plan and buffer economically. He didn't have ministers. He didn't have anything.
Nigeria is in such bad shape that even the president, who is dead, they are blaming for all of the problems the country has today. You can find any of these videos on YouTube. And so when a guy is saying that he's over in America, well, because he can, no, you're probably in America because of a financial opportunity. That's why you're there. And to think about the financial opportunity you have, this is the one that you actually have. He posted it himself, February 3rd, 2023. Get your security certification and license with us at Academy Tactical Security Protection Academy. Basically, this dude runs a security training academy program. So, bruh, you're talking all this stuff and you're basically trying to help people become security guards? Like, you came to America to do that?
He's right,
But let me just say this, right, about this particular guy. I live in Uganda, as you guys know. I've done very well since I lived here. Assuming if I came over here and said, hey, listen, I'm able to start a business in Uganda and do very well in 2 years, while the average Ugandan person is not able to do that because, hey, whatever you're suffering from your government, it doesn't affect me. That's you that's dealing with that. Or if I was to go to Nigeria and have that same success, and you do have African Americans who go to Africa and have that success, but notice that we don't ever say anything like this typically, right? Now, don't get me wrong, like, we do make mistakes, but this is not the verbiage that we talk about. And not to say that Nigerians as a whole say this commentary is typically echoed from people from other countries. And the reality is you're in America trying to get an opportunity. We get it, but I don't know if that's the right attitude that you would want to have. That's just like me saying the same thing about Ugandans, and I live here. And I'm benefiting in many ways from living here. Like, why would I say it even if I think that it's true? Why would I say it? Right? It doesn't even make any sense. If you are so successful in what you're doing, then you wouldn't really worry about this. But it doesn't seem like you're a guy that is that successful because you're trying to get people into a security Texas certification thing. We don't even know if it's legit. And I mean, you could be just down bad. Like, we don't really know. And so now, instead of running a security page, you're talking about African Americans versus Nigerians or whatever, which doesn't even make any sense. And this is the kind of person that typically isn't successful. And this is what I want everybody to know, right? You're gonna have these people, and I've talked about this before, they're gonna come online, say stuff, get roasted up, say things that don't make sense on either side. I understand that. But I feel like these are the people that should be ignored. I don't think they represent Nigerians, they don't represent Haitians or whatever else, right? It's just one individual person that's saying something that's silly that don't make any sense. You'll find most people in real life don't really deal with so much of this beef stuff like this online, because if you go to like black cities like, you know, Philadelphia, if you in Atlanta, if you in DC, you know, you in New York City, you're gonna see African Americans, Haitians, Florida, Miami, they're gonna be doing business together. They're gonna be rocking together in many forms. And if you don't like them, that's fine. And there's some people that do like you, and that'd be also fine too. This is a guy in Dallas. Like I said, it's a lot of Kenyan Americans there, a lot of Nigerian Americans there in Houston and Dallas. They rocking with a lot of black Americans all the time. I've seen it. And again, this is a guy that's just, in my honest opinion, not doing very well, because if he would, he wouldn't be putting this on his particular personal page. This is not what somebody talks about who's a business person on a personal page. This is a person who might be trying to do something else. And again, when you do stuff like this, it just causes division amongst the groups. And in my honest opinion, doesn't need to be there. And it just keeps these little wars going online or on Twitter. And people like this don't help it on either side, right? When we do it to them, it's not good, and vice versa. I'm of the mindset that if you don't like somebody, just leave them alone. There's no need to do all of this stuff. But again, want to keep it going? You want the smoke? Somebody give it to you. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shady Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.